it would appear that something is appearing, right? There's an appearance here. And our ordinary human tendency is to try to obtain, find, locate certain kinds of appearances, right? Looking for a particular one that we imagine will be more fill in the blank, right? Trying to find a certain kind of appearance. And probably as part of that, keep away other kinds of appearances, right? Yeah. So what I want to invite, and always am inviting really, is to consider the possibility that what you're looking for is the appearing itself, actually, not particular kinds of appearances that we define in particular ways, but the very miracle of this appearing itself. Because the remarkable thing is that if you call it life appearing, which is as good a way as any to put it, the particular way that the appearance is appearing and being described in no way changes the fact of the appearing. In other words, life, the appearing continues to appear. Life continues to be life, regardless of what it's looking like. That's its unconditional nature. It doesn't depend upon what the appearances look like, any more than the movie projection depends upon the images being projected. This movie of life, this energy of life, this vitality of life, right? Here it is. Appearing as everything. Just feel that. Just relax any effort to try to alter the appearance, try to find a particular kind of appearance, try to make the appearance into something. Just relax all of that. Just feel the way every appearance is shimmering, even if in the subtlest of ways, even if it's barely noticeable that it's alive and shimmering. Everything is alive. Everything that appears is vital, pulsing. And that vitality, that emanating, that pulsing, that shimmering is independent of what it looks like. And so it doesn't matter what you're experiencing. It doesn't matter what's appearing. The shimmering, the vitality, the aliveness of this isn't more shimmering, more alive, more pulsating when it looks a certain way. A moment of, we might describe as total exhaustion and confusion, is pure aliveness, pure vitality, pure shimmering. It's the appearing itself that is alive, not how it's being described. Feel that, feel the reality of that aliveness. That's all we're ever feeling. We can't help but feel that. In that sense, it's not something to do. We are the very moment, the very instant of what is, the very flash of the appearing is the feeling of whatever it is that this is, which can't really be said. But it's here already before we even take one step to notice it, one step to find it. Here it is. It's already, it beat us to the punch. It's already here. It shimmers as everything. It pulsates as everything, including the one we imagine ourselves to be that's looking for it. We are its appearing, its shimmering, as is everything else. So we can completely relax trying to find some greener grass, some better appearance, some more awakened, more enlightened, more whatever we think we need more of. Because all of the appearing, all of the appearances are pure potency, the potency of this, the radiance of this, the power of this, the shocking vitality and aliveness of this. And it's never absent. When is it ever absent? It's the very presence of everything. And it's unconditional. Doesn't depend upon what it seemingly looks like, feels like, whatever consciousness imagines it to be, however consciousness is describing it. None of that matters from the standpoint of the power of its radiance, the power, the miracle of its appearing. It's all pure miracle. And so there's literally, absolutely nowhere to go to find it, because it is right here as this very instant, as all instants. Even our imagining that there's some better place, some place that's closer to it somehow, even that imagination is its shimmering. There's no possibility of being apart from it. It's the great good news. Every little rumbling in the body, every sound, every thought that arises, every emotion that takes shape, all these things that we have names for, that we seem to be able to describe, all of it is shimmering. And from that standpoint, there's no better or worse, there's no higher or lower. It's all equal in its appearing, right? It's all equal in the fact of its appearance, the fact of its presence, the undeniable fact of its being. It's not some special perception, it's this perception. Not some more magical moment, it's this magical moment. Exactly the way you're seeing it, exactly the way you're hearing it. There is no other way to see it or hear it. There's only this way, the way that it is appearing. Which of course can't really be described ultimately. And it's gone no sooner than we try to describe it. We'll never catch up with our descriptions because it's too fast. It's too evanescent, vanishing, vanishing, vanishing naturally, effortlessly, letting go of itself. The idea of letting go of something is funny when you think of it, because it's already let go of itself. In its very appearing, it's letting go of itself. But it's so strange. It is always vanishing, impossible to grasp hold of, right? Because it just slips right through our fingers in its radical impermanence. And yet there's a sense of its continuity, of the continuous, relentless presence of it. Just rock solid, never going anywhere, and yet always disappearing. The creativity of this is something else, isn't it? Just endlessly creating all of these seeming patterns and textures and qualities and flavors of reality, just constantly generating somehow inexplicably all of it. It's funny how you can just feel it in countless different ways as this quiet, gentle, smooth, soothing flow. At the same time, this explosion of vitality and energy. It's how could it be both of those things? That's what it seems like, though. It's everything. It can be anything. It can look like anything. It can appear like anything. It appears as all of this incredible display. So just let yourself play with that, even as a hypothesis, as a possibility that everything that appears is it. That there is no better or worse appearance. There is no appearance that's closer to God, that's closer to this. For all that appears is the emanation of this. So what else could it be? So there's no need to seek out something else. And the discovery of this, the equalness of everything, equal in the fact of its being, the fact that it is the appearing of reality. There is the discovery of, we'll call it like the way of enjoyment of it all, the pure pleasure of it all, the pure power of it all, aliveness of it all, the juice of it all, the Shakti of it all. And in the pure presence of it, the pure energy of it, which transcends the descriptions without negating the descriptions, in that pure presence, the beingness of it, there is an inherent satisfaction in it. Even in the things we think of as difficult, that we describe as afflictions or negative states or problems. Sure, from one perspective, they are that. But from this other perspective of their sheer, magnificent, shimmering appearing, they are beyond all designations, all descriptions.